How's it going, guys? My name is Ishan, and in this video we're going to be talking about the best performing ETF that no one is talking about, and this has been providing some massive returns and will continue to. We're going to be covering exactly why this is a great ETF to have in your portfolio and technical analysis at the end, where I cover the exact and best places to buy. And by the way, if you want to learn technical analysis, check out ziptraders.com, link down below, where I've created a full walkthrough on how to do technical analysis and everything that you need to know. And along with that, you can also support the channel that way. So with that being said, if you appreciate these short and value packed videos, make sure to drop a quick sub and let's clock in. So the ETF we're talking about is the iShares South Korea ETF, or ticker symbol EWY, and this ETF has been killing it. It's up 55% in the last year and 137% from the March lows, and so it seeks to track the investment results of an index composed of South Korean equities. And so this ETF is the best way to gain exposure to large and mid-sized companies in South Korea and targeted access to South Korean stocks. If you haven't heard, South Korean stocks have been having their best years recently, and global funds have bought a net $5 billion of South Korean shares since the start of November, with purchases of the country's blue chip shares hitting the fastest pace in 4 years. And this is because of signs showing that a strong economic rebound from the pandemic is now fueling demand. And remember, South Korea was one of the very first countries to really clamp down on the Rona and succeed. It's a big manufacturing country, home to Samsung, LG, and these companies are seeing insane demand for their devices and will continue to, as JP Morgan forecasts that the Kospi will rise by another 15% in 2021. But not just that, the country's exports have jumped by more than a quarter in the first 10 days of December, as shipments of semiconductors and mobile devices soared 52% and 60% respectively. And going even further, JP Morgan also said that South Korean companies would post an average 56% increase in their 2021 operating profits, which could help drive stock valuations even higher. I know I've been throwing a lot of facts around, but the truth is that South Korean companies are benefiting a lot right now, and the world is frankly upset with China and looking for other countries to work with and depend on. But those are basic facts. I now want to talk about the real reason why EWY stock and this ETF is a must-have in your portfolio. This is a huge reason, so listen up. And that reason is because of 5G and EV exposure that this ETF offers. As we can see, Samsung makes up roughly a quarter of the ETF. They're a leader in 5G, and as we begin to see the massive unroll of it, Samsung is set to explode even further. In fact, it was the world's very first company to receive the Federal Communications Commission's approval on its commercial 5G equipment. It has pioneered the successful delivery of 5G end-to-end solutions, including chipsets, radios, and core network technologies. The company is also supporting 5G commercial services in the world's leading markets, including Korea, the US, Japan, and is expanding to new markets including Canada and New Zealand. In fact, Samsung isn't even stopping at 5G. It has already outlined its vision for the next generation, which is 6G. Huawei is simply just getting beat badly because no one trusts them or China, and Samsung is exploding because of that. And the best way to get exposure is Samsung and many of South Korea's largest companies like SK Hynix, which is also the world's second largest memory chip maker and the world's third largest semiconductor company. This is the ETF for you. In fact, brokerage Nomura, who the Financial Times cited, has predicted another super cycle in the memory chip market next year. Whether that be self-driving chips, computer chips, the entire world is shifting to become more reliant on technology, so honestly the demand for chips isn't going anywhere. And then even exposure to Samsung SDI Ltd, which is the fourth largest holding in Samsung's EV battery division. They signed a long-term battery supply contract with BMW until 2031 and another great company for EV exposure. But anyways, the ETF is providing investing opportunities from tech companies to even cutting edge medical companies. I really believe that the South Korean market has a lot of upside long term. As I mentioned, China has been under scrutiny after the pandemic, and they've been having tensions in almost every country. And going forward, I don't think China does anything big for IP rights and making it fair for international companies in their country. And according to the Nikkei Asian Review in September, US companies are leaving China. The publication said that tech companies like HP, Dell, Microsoft, and Amazon are all seeking to move significant part of their business capacity outside of China. In the case of HP and Dell, these companies are seeking to relocate up to 30% of their China-based activity to other countries, and other firms like Google and Sony and Nintendo are also seeking other alternatives. And we're already seeing it. Countries like India, Taiwan, South Korea are the countries benefiting, and so that's why I'm confident in the long term of the South Korean economy and its stocks. Now let's talk technicals. We've been forming higher highs and higher lows, which is a great indication of an uptrend. We have support at $89, where I would ideally be looking to start a position. Below 89, we could see $84, where it turns that resistance it had in that area into support. That probably only happens on a large market pullback, and considering how the market has been running, 89 is probably the best area to start building a position. We're also super overextended on the RSI and MACD, so we probably get a pullback. But again, for all we know, we could continue keep running on, but those are the key levels to watch. So guys, that's the video. This is a great ETF to have in your portfolio, really giving you exposure to next generation companies in South Korea. And along with that, I just want to say thanks, because this is actually my 100th video, which is absolutely crazy. I want to thank you guys for all the support, and I love hearing that I've been able to help you guys make money. That's the whole reason I even started this channel. There were lots of comments in my last Plug Power video where people said that I helped them buy early, and then stocks like 8x8 that I called a week before it doubled, APN I called in the 40s, MongoDB at 200, Domo at 30. So thanks for all the support, and I really look forward to keep putting out banger content. So with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, check out genztraders.com, link down below if you want to learn something new and support the channel. And along with that, let me know down below whether you plan to buy EWY stock and your outlook on the South Korean market. With that being said, take it easy, clocking out for now. Peace.